if in a job interview they ask you to analyze, to talk about somebody, for example, maybe they ask you that, so what do you think about your boss? Or what do you think about that colleague? Maybe you mentioned somebody that you work together. So tell me about that colleague. Or who was your best friend at the company? So talk about that person. Or what do you think about the financial manager? So maybe in the interview they ask you to talk about somebody. The best way to handle this is that you prepare first very generally about how to evaluate a person. It doesn't matter, boss, subordinate, colleague, or somebody else in another department. Have an evaluation. So for example, you can talk about whether this person was good at setting goals for himself or for the team, depending on the role of this person. You can talk about this person's relationship to other people at the same level, higher level, lower level. You can talk about achievements, talk about ethical, moral questions. You can talk about the extracurricular activities, or whether this person was very involved in the job, something about their attitude, their mindsets. Okay, so if you have this, because a lot of times when this maybe an unexpected question, so what do you think about your boss? And maybe you have a lot of negative emotions, then you start to say a lot of negative things. That is the worst thing, except if those negative things that, hey, this person stole money from the company and that's why I quit, because in this case you can say, because it means that, hey, you want an honest company, and if this new company, they are not honest, it's better if they don't hire me. So there are some very special cases when the negative things that you say about another person is very important for you, and this is a condition, and you don't care if they don't hire you. But otherwise, generally speaking, don't say negative things about other people. But if you want to say, always include with some positives. Okay, so one is that be careful about this, that if you are very negative about things, that you are a negative person, probably you will criticize me, so I don't want to hire you. But if you just say positive things, it means that you are playing very carefully. You are lying, because everybody has some negative feelings to other people. So you should balance positive and negative, but focus more on the positive. And the negative should be, don't list everything. List something that you believe that either for you it's very important and you want to express your values in the interview, or you think it's very important for the, let's say that if they are looking for team player, and then you think that actually my boss was not a really team player. He was always in the office and we want something, he didn't want to help, solve it by yourself. So probably from that company's perspective and your perspective, it is negative. So in this case, you find something that you believe that you and the interviewer may agree that yes, this kind of leadership style is not good, and in this case you use this negativity, or it could be also positivity, to express your values and expectations. So actually, if you really understand, gossiping about other people means that you express your values, and other people, they can have their input, and they find, maybe you can find common values that you say that other people don't have this. So this kind of interview question that tell me about other people, especially the boss, especially they ask about the boss, maybe their colleagues or other people, then be careful about negativity, positivity, have a framework from which you evaluate. So those things that, okay, budgeting, planning, relationship management, monitoring people, teaching people, learning skills, flexibility. So think before the interview about 10 different things that how we evaluate people, and then you can be you look much more organized, well prepared for this kind of questions, and it guides you and prevents you to be very emotional. So if you have a structure, you will sound much more logical, well organized than emotional.